Hi, this is Steve, and today I'm going to show you my home-built screen printing exposure unit. When I started screen printing, I didn't want to spend a bunch of money, so I decided to build the equipment that I was going to use in screen printing because it was a lot cheaper, and I wasn't sure I wanted to make the investment in screen printing just to do it as a hobby. So the first piece of equipment I started with was the exposure unit, so that I could expose the screens, and so that's the first piece of equipment I built. I made a video on this about 3 years ago. It was a quick video. I've gotten a lot of requests to make something a little more in depth, so I'm going to show you a little more about the screen printing unit, and maybe give you some ideas so you can build your own. Okay, so basically this is the exposure unit. An exposure unit basically is just a box with fluorescent fixtures in it, 24-inch fluorescent tubes. They look just like regular fluorescent tubes, but they're a special black light tube. And so the main part is the box. And then I built mine on a 2x4 frame so that I didn't have to have a separate table. I also put casters on the bottom that made it easy to roll around the room. I put some strips of wood underneath so that I could store screens underneath there and some other stuff. So if you didn't want the frame and everything, you could just build a simple box that would sit on a table, and you wouldn't need to build the frame and everything. You would just build the box. So basically this box is built with 2x4 frames. I got some pieces of wood on the outside to enclose it, and that's about it. If you you just need to make sure that this box is 24 inches square, and I think that's probably about 10 inches deep. But you want to measure your fixtures so that you've got 2 inches of distance between the fluorescent tubes and the glass. So whatever depth that is that you need for your fixtures and your tubes, and plus 2 inches. So that's basically the outside. I've got my cords running in. I just drilled a hole. I've got my cords running in for my fixtures that I plug into a timer, and I'm probably going to make a video that's going to go more into how I use the timer so that I don't have to, it's all automatic. And so that's it there. I've got a switch to control some lights inside, some extra lights, and I'll show you that. And then I've got a receptacle. This receptacle is to plug the timer into, but again, you don't need to go to that extreme. All you need to do is you could just unplug the fixtures. I put a cord end on them. You could just unplug and plug the fixtures in manually and time it, and just unplug it when you're done. So that's the outside of the box, and I'll move the camera. We'll take a look at the inside of the box. Okay, so I got the glass off here, took it out so that you could take a look at it. This glass I got from a glass company. It's a 1/4 inch tempered glass. It's safety glass, so if it shatters, it won't shatter into sharp pieces of glass. And I also had them bevel the edges so that it's not sharp. I don't remember how much this piece of glass cost. It wasn't too much. I've got some information on my website, and when I went through the build, and I'm sure it's on there. This glass is also unfiltered. Sometimes glass, like glass for buildings and homes, will have a UV coating that blocks the UV. You don't want any UV blocking in the glass, because the UV is what you want to pass through the glass in order to burn your screen. So make sure that it's unfiltered, tempered plate glass. So I'm going to put this over here because I don't want to break this. Okay, so these are the tubes. These are, get one of these out of here. These look like regular 24-inch fluorescent tubes, but they're a special blacklight tube. It's an F20 T12BL. I ordered these specially from a lighting supply in my area. I do have some links on my website where you can get these, you can order these online. And these tubes at the time were right around $12 or $13 each. These are a special tube. Again, unfiltered blacklight. The blacklights that you buy in the department stores are filtered so that they don't damage your eyes. The fixtures in here, there's 3 2-tube 24-inch fixtures that I picked up at the local home improvement store. So you get the 2-tube 24-inch fixtures, and you mount them in here. 6 tubes seem to work out good for me. And then you wire them together on the plug so that when you plug them in, you fire the whole thing. So what I'll do here really quick, I'll just step around here. I'm going to plug this in, give you an idea. So when I plug it in, the tubes light up for however long you want to expose your screen for, and then when you're done, you can just unplug it, and then you're all set. The other thing that I put in here, and you'll see these here, are 2 regular lamps with just compact fluorescent lights. I use the compact fluorescents. You can get them at any department store because they don't produce a lot of heat. But what I did was I put these in here, and this just allows me, when I have the glass on here, to take tracing paper, and if I want to clean up artwork or trace artwork, I put it on here, it backlights it, and then I can trace the artwork to recreate artwork for burning screens. So that works out pretty good. You don't need to do that, but I wanted to make it kind of dual duty. So that's basically about it. I am going to make some more videos, so be sure to subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, please give me a like rating and a thumbs up. That helps me out. And I'm going to make more videos about going more into detail about the screen printing unit and the other equipment that I've built, and also some videos on how to do it. If you want more information, I've got a link to my website down in the information box. And I think that's about it. So I appreciate you watching, and I hope this gives you some ideas for building your own screen printing exposure unit. Again, I appreciate it, and thanks a lot. Talk to you later.